Isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. So ako po ngayon ay naririto upang unang-una ay magpasalamat sa lahat ng nakiisa at masayang sumali dito sa ating isang proyekto na ipinagmamalaki ng Emmanuel Elementary School na tinatawag na Show Us Your Best Home Learning Space, kung saan ito ay isang proyekto na pinamagatang Project HLS, Creating and Utilizing a Good Home Learning Space for Children of VES. Ito ay isinagawa ng Emmanuel Elementary School bilang pagtugon at pakikiisa sa Oplan Balik Eskwela 2021, Brigada Eskwela 2021 at Brigada Pagbasa 2021. So ito po ay naganap na nitong nakaraang September 13 ng opening ng ating klase hanggang sa September 26. So September 13 to September 26 ang naging preparation and submission ng entries ng lahat ng mga bata na naki-join dito sa ating proyekto. And September 27, naganap ang evaluation at nalaman natin kung sino ang winners ng Show Us Your Best Home Learning Space na ito na a-awardan mamaya. So ngayon po ay ipapaliwanag ko muli ang ating project title na Project HLS, Creating and Utilizing a Good Home Learning Space for Children of VES, kung saan ang mga target beneficiaries po natin ay ang current enrollees of EES school year 2021-2022 na approximately 188 and above na mga bata. So lahat ng pupils from kindergarten to grade 6 ay kasali or beneficiary nitong ating project. So mga persons involved po dito ay teachers and school heads of EES, pupils or ang yun nga yung lahat ng mga bata, and parents as well. So itong proposed date, time, and venue, so naganap na nga po siya nitong September 13 hanggang September 27 this year sa Emmanuel Cuenca, Batangas, kung saan ang sa mga kani-kanilang tahanan ng mga bata. So sabi dito, education is changing. So as educators, we know that teaching methods have to adapt and match to our current trends. We aim to inspire our students to be leaders of their learning in order to become mindful global citizens. Therefore, our way of teaching is adapted to the demands of today's world. So sabi nga dyan, education is changing. So kitang-kita po natin ang pagbabago from the normal way of learning or face-to-face learning into this new trend or into this new normal of education, which are the modular distance learning, the blended learning, or as well as the online learning. So bilang mga guro, so dapat mag-a-adapt tayo dito. So yun nga, kaya nabuo ang proyektong ito. So we all know the value of creating an engaging, colorful, and educational space in classroom. So sa classroom nga, gumagawa tayo ng different corners and learners area na mas magiging conducive into learning ng mga bata. So, but did you know, it is just important to make an inviting learning space at home. So, dapat yung ginagawa natin sa paaralan, makikita rin or may apply ng mga bata at mga magulang sa kanilang tahanan. So, believe it or not, a dedicated home learning space can help develop your child's creativity, sharpen their focus, and increase their motivation to learn indeed. So, learning space or learning area or study table ng mga bata ay napaka-importante para mas maging conducive ang kanilang pag-aaral. So, although you do not have the same square footage as a school, so hindi same yung area or yung laki ng bahay, halimbawa, kaysa sa school, with just a little bit of money and creativity, you can easily create an impactful space. So, yun nga, hindi rin naman kailangan ng gastusan yung learning area or learning space na tinutukoy dito. So, just be creative bilang mga magulang upang matulungan ang inyong mga anak. So based on DepEd Memorandum Number 58, Series of 2021, which is the OBE or the Oplan Balik Eskwela implementation with the theme Bayanihan para sa Ligtas na Balik Eskwela that focuses on schools' readiness in this school year 2021-2022, as well as the DepEd Order Number 48, Series of 2021, which is Brigada Eskwela 2021, that emphasizes country's collective effort in promoting collaboration for safe living and addressing social issues and concerns in school, home, and community. Emmanuel Elementary School or EES will conduct or conducted a project named Project HLS or yun yung creating and utilizing a good home learning space for children of EES, or this is the search for the best home learning space. So this project aims to encourage learners of EES to designate or create a personal home learning space for their homeschooling or modular distance learning, since in this new normal of education, ang ating naging way of schooling ay, or naging mode of learning natin is modular distance learning. So, of course, since sa bahay sila mag-aaral, they need to have a space conducive to learning and study area as well. So even in a small home, you can create a designated space for learning. So this space can be a kitchen table, the corner of a room, where you can eliminate distractions, or a desk if available. So if you have a small table or a table na mas madaling magagamit ng mga bata, a small chair, or kung saan komportable silang mag-aral, is considered as a designated space for learning. So not everyone has a designated room for learning, so get creative and find ways to make your space mobile if needed, such as a folding dinner tray or ironing board. So there are different ways to make a study area or a study table if you don't have available materials at home. So learning spaces should include all the things your child needs to have a successful home learning experience, such as workbooks, packets, or materials your school district has sent home. So yun nga, pinapadalahan natin ang mga bata ng modules and activity sheets na pwede nilang magamit. So this can be placed in your or in the child's learning space. A flat surface for writing and necessities like pencils and erasers, of course. And if your child is in online learning, be sure the space is close to a power outlet and place for their computer or tablet. So in EES, we are using the modular distance learning. So it's not required na gumamit ng computer or tablet, but it is also important kung kailangan nilang ng other source of learnings or for research or for their assignments, for printing. So, maganda rin siya. So, objectives ng project na to is ay madami. So, isa-isahin po natin. It is to create or designate a home learning space for HES learners. That's why ang title natin is Search for Best Learning Home Space or Best Home Learning Space. So, maximize or utilize the learning space. Dapat yung learning space magagamit ng maayos ng mga bata, hindi lang aesthetic. So, see education as a priority in home, meaning it sets a positive example. Learn to investigate the world, knowing that learning is everywhere and not just school. So, before, most of the time they spent sa school ang learning, and then sa house is for homework na lang. But then, na-change na nga tayo dito sa new normal. So, most of the time they will spend their learning at home. So have choices for reading and learning just for fun. Set routines that support independent learning time and family planning. So create an active learning system where our students feel confident, provides excitement in everyday learning. The students focus more on creativity rather than productivity, and these areas awaken students' interest in learning. Having the learning space at home, mabubus yung interest ng mga bata sa pag-aaral. So, ang activities ng project na to is pupils together with their parents or guardian will create and utilize a home learning space. So, yun nga, nagawa na siya at nakakapagpasa na ng mga entries ang parents and pupils with a picture of their home learning space they created. So they will prepare it before or in the beginning of classes, which is September 13, and it will end nga on September 26. Pictures of home learning space will be sent to each class advisor. So nasend na ng mga parents through their group chat sa kanilang mga designated advisors ang pictures ng home learning space na kanilang nagawa. So, best home learning space will be awarded by grade level. And of course, meron tayong criteria na sinunod dito upang makuha per grade level ang best home learning space. So, bawat grade level, kukuha ng isang winner who will receive certificate of recognition and box of goodies or school supplies. And participants will also receive certificate of participation. So, ano yung ina-expect natin dito? There will be a good home learning space. So, makaka-create na syempre. Student maximize and utilize it for modular distance learning. Magagamit ng mga bata sa kanilang modular distance learning provided excitement on learners everyday homeschooling. They will be excited every day. The students focused more on creativity rather than productivity. So, these areas awaken students' interest and learning.